Good morning, everybody. Uh, our final task with Minetest we'll do this afternoon at 3 o'clock or 3:10. And so we'll have 50 minutes to do this activity. And I'm going to call the activity Voxel World Tour. And so what I'd like to do is set up a tour of the world. And you all are going to finish everything out. So let me show you what you're going to do. Uh, First off, we'll all log in, and I think we've done plenty of stress testing, and most of you are on and can get on. If you can't get on, then you'll be in your group, and one person from the group should share their screen so you can follow along and guide them. I'll guide them along. So what you're going to do, and some of you have already started this process, is within Luddy, you're going to decide as a group on a lab space, and you may just actually do it around your facilitator's office. That might be not a bad place to work on it. So we'll go over to mine over here. And so what I'd like for you to do is to create some walls. So once you decide on a space, create some walls, and you might find that, for example, some of it's protected, and so you just kind of work around where it's protected at. And so, okay, so we'll just create some, so we can do that. We can create some walls along here, and you're going to create some space for posters. And you're going to do a couple things on the posters. So first of all, to get a poster, you can go press I, and it brings you to your inventory, and then click on the All tab, and then posters. Press enter. Let me X everything out. Okay, posters, poster. There it is. And so you can bring that into your inventory, and mine is in slot number 2. And so if I press 2, I'll have the poster, and if I right click, it'll go up. And if I right click the poster and edit it, I can enter in information. And what I want you to do is you put your username. So this is, you'll all be putting up your usernames as a group, and you might even put a banner up that says, yeah, this is Michaela's group or TJ's group. And so you'll do your username, and maybe give us a little bit of information in the text, like if you're a senior or a junior, rising junior, those kinds of things. And then what I would like for you to say is, what are you, and you actually might do this in a text editor on the side and then copy and paste it in. If you copy and paste, at least on a Mac, it's not Command-C, it's Control-C. So be aware of that. And it might be a little bit different on Windows too. So within your main operating system for Mac, it's Command-C and Control and Command-V to copy and paste. But then when you're in the Minetest environment, it's Control-C. So you can answer these two questions. The first one is, tell us what you want to learn more about in the fields that are offered in the Luddy School, and some of the things that you've been exposed to so far. And you'll have some more stuff under your belt, like makerspace stuff and everything like that. And what technology would you like to explore more in the future? So just write a couple sentences on that, and we're good. Now, once you all are finished with that, and we'll give you about 15 minutes to do it, one person should take a protector badge like this, and it's I. If I type in protector, and you can select a badge or a block and place it. And so mine's in the 6 slot, so if I press 6, it's going to be in my hand, and then I can place it down there. And now this is protected by me. Now you're the only one who can change anything. And this is good because now you might accidentally break it, and this is where having it on a local file is useful, because if someone breaks it, you could just copy and paste, make it again and copy and paste it. But someone else will come over here. Sometimes you might break it, but someone else will come over here and they can't accidentally break your sign, because to read your sign, you have to right click. I don't know why that didn't catch. So if they right click it, they can read it, but sometimes they might accidentally left click and break it. That happens. So yeah, so you want to be aware of that. I'm going to break that one. Okay, so after you've done this, so another thing to put in this place are warp locations for interesting places that you've been. So maybe some of you have built something, like I noticed one or maybe two of you have built some circuits, and that's really great. So what you want to do is, where is that circuit? There was a cool one somewhere. So what you want to do is get your facilitator to create a warp there if you haven't, if there isn't a warp nearby, or you might just describe how to get it if there is a close warp location. And that's going to be a little bit more challenging, but how you can do this is, maybe we should give warp admin. The problem with warp admin is you can accidentally change another warp, but I think we'll just go ahead and give warp admin to everybody too, so you can do this. So here is how you would do it. I'm going to just type slash set warp, and this one will just be, I'm just going to call it wall. Yeah. Looking at wall. Oh, set warp wall. Okay, so I created a warp called wall, so now if I come over here and then type warp wall, it'll take me back there, exactly the position. And the great thing about this is and you can reset it. So if I do set warp wall again there, now I'm looking at a different angle, warp wall, and it takes me there looking at the same thing. So it can bring you to a very specific spot. And so what you can do is in your lab location is use posters to show people where there are some warps to go to, and so people can warp and pop back and forth. Sound like a pretty good plan? And so here's the idea. What I would like to do is just remove the allow list and let anybody come to this world and look at it and play with it and break it and do another stress test. And if we do that, maybe on Friday we could analyze the logs and just kind of see, how many people came, did it get overwhelmed, and what happened, right? So this is an experiment, but we have to give some people a reason to come. And so the reason would be, hey, come take the tour of the virtual Luddy. Let's see, anything else to add there? I don't think so, except for, no, that's it. Because if you can do your warp location, set your badges, and do posters, people can walk around in here in our Luddy school and find some of these warp locations and warp out there and look around and then warp back. And maybe what would be fun to do today is just all of us take a little bit of a short tour with the last 5 or 10 minutes of time. But I'm assuming this will take the whole hour or the whole 50 minutes. All right, so we'll see you later, and that is the exercise for the 310 slot.